Mr. President, ministers, excellencies, dear friends, it is an honor to address you on such an important date and event. Today, in Podgorica, as well as in Brussels, in Paris, Rome, London, Washington, and all allied capitals, we celebrate our greatest achievement. For 75 years, NATO allies have been working together to keep our people safe and our nations free. NATO foreign ministers met in Brussels yesterday and continue their discussions today to mark our alliance's 75th anniversary and to prepare for our summit in Washington in July. NATO was founded on a single solemn promise. An attack on one ally is an attack on all. And from that foundation, we have built the most powerful and successful alliance in history. And over the past 75 years, NATO's open door has helped to spread democracy and prosperity across Europe. As we celebrate NATO's achievements, we do not rest upon them. If we look back 75 years ago, we can be very proud of the community that we have created, a community based on the sharing of the same values: democracy, freedom, and the rule of law. These values are unfortunately now severely put at risk. Russia's war of aggression against Ukraine has shaken Euro-Atlantic and global security. It has brought a brutal war back to Europe, something that we hope belonged to the past. Russia's aggression also affects other regions, including the Western Balkans. Putin made two big strategic mistakes. He underestimated Ukraine's determination and also NATO's unity. NATO has two main tasks when it comes to the war in Ukraine. First, to ensure our own strong defense and deterrence to prevent the war from escalating from beyond Ukraine territory. And second, to stand strong together to support the right of Ukraine to self-defense, a right that is enshrined in the United Nations Charter. This 75th anniversary is also an important opportunity to remind our 1 billion citizens across the alliance of the value of NATO, especially in these dangerous times. We face serious threats to our security and our way of life. Russia, as I said, is violating international law and trampling the global rules. There is greater global competition, including with China. And many other challenges persist, including terrorism, cyber attacks, disinformation, and climate change. To tackle these challenges, we need NATO, because without NATO, there is no security. And without security, there is no prosperity. The good news is that we have a strong NATO, with more allies, more forces at higher readiness, equipped with high-end capabilities. We have more investments in defense, and we also have a growing network of partners across the world. Everything we do is to preserve peace, not to provoke war, but prevent war. This is what NATO has been doing for now 75 years, also to promote peace in the Western Balkans. Due to your many efforts, most of the region is now on its way to Euro-Atlantic integration. As you know well, the Western Balkans is a region of strategic importance for this organization. NATO remains strongly committed to the security and stability of the Western Balkans. We support reforms that advance the Euro-Atlantic aspirations of the countries in the region. And today, more than ever, preserving stability in the Western Balkans is key, for the sake of regional security, but also for our shared Euro-Atlantic security. Now, I would like to conclude by praising the work that is carried out by the Atlantic Treaty Association Montenegro. You are doing an outstanding work to explain NATO's value to people in Montenegro, but also to the wider region. Your work is highly appreciated, and you are a very valuable partner for us. Thank you from Brussels.